Got a red Mercedes here, it's all ready for paint. Had some damage to the door. Quite a bad ding on the swage line. A little bit up there. It's absolutely boiling. It's about 28. Bit windy. Ideal painting conditions. Tack cloth ready, gun in the other hand, blowing some air across it, make sure the swage line's masked how I want it. So we're going to get quite close round here up to the swage line with the paint. First coat. Right, I've just had a meeting with the boss upstairs, and I've just seen this bit here, and I've changed my mind about covering this with red, because I can see that creating me some kind of problem that I don't want. So I'm just going to chuck a bit of that. Well, I've already done it actually. Chucked a bit of just some grey. It's an undercoat of grey that I've got in the van. I'm just going to chuck that over that just to conceal it and cover it. Right, so I've literally just put one layer of that over there, and I'm just going to flat it down a little bit with some foam back 800. Done it. Take that off. Sometimes things like that, if you leave them, they can ruin your day, and obviously ruin the job as well. So just get a bit of, got some red base back in there now. You can see that's covering much better. Okay, so that's had 3 coats of red base coat on it now, which has covered quite nice actually for a red. Goes straight on, there's no undercoat. That's covered up nice now up there. And then also I've just crept this swage line tape back just so there's a, you see the new bit underneath. So you know that when we lacquer up to it, it's not going to leave a hard base coat edge. We don't want that. Okay, ready for some clear now. Okay, first coat of lacquer, GTI Pro Light. People have different ways of doing things, but I like to just cover the first layer over where I've base coated. So I'm not going to put any down here because there's been no base coat down there. Just how I do it. Second coat. So that's it all lacquered up. It's pretty good, it's not my best. I'll be honest, it's I like to get it a bit wetter out of the gun than that, but I know there's plenty on it. I know we can knock it back down and get a nice finish out of it. I am battling against 28 degree heat, and I've only got a 5-minute hardener on van because I can't get supplies at the minute because of the coronavirus pandemic. So yeah, I can at least make some excuses on this occasion. But good thing is I want to do a video of flattening and buffing your paintwork, so that's, I suppose that just leads on to that then. So I'm just going to dry it now for an hour or so, and then I'll see how it turns out. So it's all been baked and dried now. I'm just going over it with a block and some sandpaper, 1500. Just knocking it down, any imperfections or any tiny little bits that might have landed in it, this will sort all them out. Plenty of water. All the way across. Right, personally I like these, I think they're brilliant. They're like foam 2000 wet discs. I know a lot of people use dry discs these days, but I quite like these. So we're just going to go over all what we've done with the 1500 wet and dry. Make sure it's wet. This has actually been soaking in there for a little while. Check your work. Just got a bit of sun coming in from over there, so it's drying it really quickly on this panel. Like I say, it's 28 degrees I think now, so things are going to dry quick. Yeah, that's sound. It's a nice uniform finish all the way across, so I'm going to carry on with that, and then we'll start buffing it. Okay, so that's all been 2000 foam wet pad with the DA all the way across. So now we're going to polish it back up. Fast Cut Plus, I like this stuff, been using it years. Don't be shy with it. See, we're getting a real good shine on that. It's looking good. Right, I'll crack on with the rest of it. So I've just finished polishing that up. You can see how nice it looks. There's the dint round there. There was that bit of damage there. Front wing. I blew into that for the colour match.